first, let me test my audio. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, you are completely audible.
Okay, perfect. So let me see. Meanwhile, as I wanted to share my screen, I had a few slides. But even as I'm about to turn on my camera, I think what I would say is thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Like what has been said, I think it's also very impressive that you're able to pronounce my native name very accurately. But my name is Nancy. I am a cybersecurity engineer. What I do, my work has evolved over the years, to be very honest. I think I started off as a very fully technical person, but I've watched my role, take different phases. Because currently I am in a cybersecurity architect role. So mostly what I focus on, my role is quite, let's say, integrative. Yes, so let me just a minute. Let me see if I can share my screen. I wanted to talk about a few things as a woman in tech, challenges I have faced, what I can share about that. But even as I work on sharing my screen, so that's what I do. I work for a fintech company. It's a multinational. So what I do, I sit as a cybersecurity architect. My role is hybrid. I'm not a fully, I'm in the technical space and I'm also in GRC. Aside that, I am also part of She Hacks Kenya, which is a community for women in cybersecurity here in Kenya. So we also have, we've been expanding scope because we have She Hacks Zimbabwe. However, so far those are the only two communities that we have. Aside that, I am part of the Women in Cybersecurity East Africa chapter. I am part of the executive board for that. So I don't know if I'll be able to share my screen or do I just turn on my camera so that it gets more interactive, doesn't feel very static. I think I'm a very chatty person. So let me see. I hope there'll be good lighting where I am. Hi, I hope I'm audible. Sorry, it's a very cold here. So let me see if I can turn on my camera, share my screen so that it's more visible. Okay, fine. It's fine. So today I wanted to focus on a number of things, spanning from being a woman in tech. I don't know if the slides are helpful because I think if I have to share the slides, you want to be able to see my face. I wanted to at least put a face to the name. This is me. So let me see if I can share my screen. So today I wanted to focus on a number of things. First, I wanted to look at the soft skills in cybersecurity and also talk about my journey in brief and also talk about imposter syndrome. So being in cybersecurity, how my journey was, I wouldn't lie to you that I was one of those people who knew I would do cybersecurity ever since I was 5. Most people, when you talk to them, that's what they tell you. I knew I loved cybersecurity. I didn't even know cybersecurity as a concept then. But I knew about IT, the generality of it, but I wasn't fully settled on this is a field I actually want to major in. So I started out, went to school, I remember I actually started with networking. So when I was in campus university, my university days. So what I used to do was I would attend tech forums, right? When I attend tech forums, the speaker would be maybe a software engineer, for example. So I would listen to them, they just they make that field feel and look very glamorous. So I would be, okay, this is actually something I should do. So I would leave that tech forum and go and start coding. Like I started, I just started asking myself, so I can be able to set up a network, do all the configurations needed very efficiently, very nicely. But then I asked myself, so what would happen if someone somewhere sat and decided to take down my network, hacking into my network and take down my network? So that's where I started now doing research. And it became this whole rabbit hole. So I started doing research. How can a network be hacked? How do you secure a network? I started, and I remember that's actually how I started in cybersecurity. So the interest grew, the passion grew. The more I understood network hacking, then now I started learning around, devices, understanding how IoT security works, and the rest just became history. So that's how I got started. That's my honest journey, a journey I think I'm very happy and proud about because I know getting in tech can be very overwhelming. You don't know what works for you. You want to do, cybersecurity, someone else, because cybersecurity itself is very vast. There's so many areas for you to know. So it's something that helped me, got a mentor, started, and I think at the time now is when I joined She Hacks Kenya when I was still a student back then. And it kind of helped me, gave me this perspective. And I think that's why we're having forums like this. For you as a lady or as a girl in tech, or if you want to get into cybersecurity, to actually know it's possible. There are women, incredible women, doing things out here in the cybersecurity space, and that can be you. Yeah. So yeah, so that's my journey. That has been me so far to where I am. I think I'll ask the moderator to please shoot me a text once time is almost done, but I'll try to make it as brief as I can. So let's talk about the soft skills in cybersecurity. The reason why this is among the areas I wanted to focus on and just mention lightly is because anytime cybersecurity is mentioned, what comes to mind is a terminal and hacking and running commands, and that's not entirely false, right? There's a very technical part of cybersecurity. But again, cybersecurity, even as a field, has evolved so much. Right now, we are talking about AI security. We are talking about AI governance in the GRC space. So, and we'll continue to see growth in this field because and the need for professionals in this field. I don't think there's this one time in history where there won't be need for talent because cybersecurity evolves as technology grows. So if you remember back then, before cloud became a concept, yeah, we were using hard disks, we were storing virtual disks, using what are they called, CDs, I don't know the full name. But yeah, that's why we used to store our data. Then the cloud came, companies started moving to the cloud. As a company, I don't need to have a physical server. I don't need to have a physical data center. I can just store everything somewhere on the cloud and just pay for the resources that I'll use. Companies moved to cloud a lot. We saw a huge shift. Then shortly after that, we realized the cloud is not as secure as people thought. It has its own downsides. So cloud security became a field in its own for people to actually protect the cloud space. So it's the same way. I think cybersecurity will always need talent. So the reason why I want to focus the soft skills are also just as important. So the soft skills basically the interpersonal skills, right? That helps to characterize relationships with other people because even as we do women empowerment, even as we talk about being really good, being a woman in the tech space, once you get in the space, you realize you're not only work with women, you work with guys, you work with men, you'll be part of teams as your career grows, you will be put in charge of things, you'll be leading people. So there are actually interpersonal skills that you need to incorporate to actually help you advance in your career. For example, teamwork. This is a very important part of being in the workspace because the reason why this is important is you can't be a strong Annie when you're alone. Yeah. You have to learn how to work with other people. These are the dynamics that now come into place to help you be able to be effective. Also, the reason why it's not recommended to build in a silo in tech is because you don't know everything. Yeah. And also that's something else I can touch on even as I talk about imposter syndrome. When you're talking about imposter syndrome, and this is something you'll face a lot even as your career progresses, and to be a Debbie Downer for just a bit, I don't think imposter syndrome ends because it is triggered by every out of your comfort zone step that you take. Anytime you do something new, anytime you want to do something scary, imposter syndrome will kick in. And what is imposter syndrome? It's that silent voice somewhere in your head that tells you, you're an imposter. You shouldn't be here. You're not as good as the other people. You don't have the necessary skills. You're here by chance. If they found out just how not good you are, you wouldn't be in that room. That's what that voice sounds like. And like I said, so there's no that one drug or that one solution. I can tell you, this one will never have imposter syndrome again because again, part of growth is doing new things that are out of your comfort zone, things that are feel new, right? That's part of what growth entails. So that means that for you having imposter syndrome, you might not fully get rid of it because as you grow, you might encounter it. But what you will need to do is how to cope alongside it. What that means is not letting that voice shut you, quell down your voice, not letting that voice make you so afraid to take risks, not make you that voice, that silent voice, take away your physical voice and things like that. And part of what the coping mechanisms that you can have in place to help you actually deal with imposter syndrome is making peace with the fact that you'll not know everything. Yeah, just make peace with that fact. I remember when I just got into cybersecurity, there's that overwhelming pressure to know everything, to be good at everything, so that I can get that first role, that first job. I need to be really good in all the areas in security because again, I said security is very vast. Yeah, we have the technical side, we have the non-technical side, we have areas that are still emerging. The technical side itself has so many areas in it, right? We have network, we have application security, we have all these facets, all these faces that security has. Um, just make peace. You'll not be very perfect in all of them. Yeah. Because and don't compare your journey to someone else's journey. Just walk your own journey. Yeah. Don't think I have to be good as this person. And it's one thing I do mentorship mentorship hurts a lot at a personal level and also part of programs. And it's something I always tell my mentees that I don't want you to be another me, right? I want you to forge your own path. I'm here to give you the guidance, tell you, give you, pointers here and there. But I am not here to make you to copy paste myself and who I am, because at the core we are still very different people. Yeah. So make peace that you not know everything. There are areas in security that, yes, Sadiq, I think I've seen you've raised your hand. Maybe that's a mistake or, okay. Okay. So yeah, so make sure that you've made peace with that. Like myself, I think I'm not really good in forensics. I've made peace with that fact. That doesn't mean that when I before I used to feel very intimidated if I walk into a room and people start talking about forensics, and I'll be like, oh, I really need to know that area too, so that I can, be part of the clan and have something to contribute to conversations. But I realized there are actually areas that I'm good at that they're not good at, right? So don't aim to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Don't aim to be, it's what I tell even programmers that I meet. I tell them, don't aim to know 10 programming languages, but if I tell you to create a system or an application using two languages, you can't do that, but you have an idea of all of them. So own what you know, make sure you're really good at it. Yeah. Make sure that's what sells you. Also, imposter syndrome, something else I could touch on is it helps you. Uh, Something I always say when I'm doing talks is just do it and do it afraid. Do it afraid as you are, as perfect as you think you are. Afforded me to be in this room. So another thing I think I would also want to caution you around when it comes to imposter syndrome is ensure that you're in a continuous learning journey. So what that means is, so don't just feel, I won't focus on everything. I'll just take a seat back, because cybersecurity is evolving every single day. Every single day we are dealing with new things, new risks, new threats. Every single day, as how I think about it is every single time, every single day, I think every single minute, there's someone working on a new solution, a new problem solving solution, a new project, and all that comes with its own risks. So be in a continuous journey. Please grant yourself grace. I think that's also very important. Like myself, when I was starting out, those early days, there's so much pressure. I want to learn everything. I want to know everything so that I feel worthy to be in community rooms, to feel worthy to actually have cybersecurity discussions with people. And I remember I got in this phase of just a very serious burnout because I wouldn't sleep. Yeah, I would just be on my laptop, researching, learning, take a few hours to sleep, go back. So it wasn't healthy, right? Well, right now, I may not do that, but what I have learned to do over time is just do proper time management, right? That I don't have to be on my machine 24 hours a day to actually be effective. So what I do is if I have slotted out 4 hours to study, for example, every single day I'll have 4 hours to just learn new trends, know what's happening, go through articles, watch YouTube videos, all that. If it's those 4 hours, I'll be intentional with those 4 hours. If it's maybe I'm working for 5 hours and it's work, it's fully work. I'll not that doesn't mean that I won't take breaks here and there. I will, of course, because it's healthy, but I will make sure I'm intentional about those 5 hours. So, what that allows me is, even by the end of the day, because my day has been slotted in, and I'll feel comfortable, right? I won't feel like I've wasted my day, I've not done much. Now I need to replace the hours that I lost in the evening. I just take rest and be intentional about it. Sometimes I just like maybe over the weekends, unless maybe something comes up, I'll just do my own things, do what I love, because again, we're only here for a short while. So I'll just have that time to just pour back into myself, because over the week, you're pouring into work, you're pouring into other areas of your life. And I just have time to just recharge. So please don't feel that you have to compete or be in a race with other people. I think something else, this is from experience, being a woman in the security field or in the tech space is not necessarily a balanced wheel scale. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll be bullied per se, but sometimes you'll always be put in a position to prove yourself. So this is where the soft skills come in hand. Yeah. Don't fight everyone. Learn the art of communication. Communication doesn't have to be aggressive, right? And I think people say women are very emotional, which is very true. I think I'm very attuned to how I feel, but I try to be very controlled in the workspace, right? So I don't just lash out, I don't pour out, I don't say the first thing that comes in my head, in my mind. I'll take time, right? So having traits like patience, having traits like empathy, having traits like what I'd mentioned earlier, teamwork, having traits like active listening, where you don't listen to respond, you actually listen to understand. Because I think sometimes if we talk so much about how women, we are not being treated fairly in the workplace. It's hard being a woman in tech. You might get into a victim mindset as you get into the workspace, where you feel, um, if something happens and it's workplace things, you just feel, it's because I'm a woman. No, you shouldn't have that kind of a mindset. But it doesn't mean that you'll not face challenges. You'll not be in rooms where you want to, you'll be put in positions where you should prove yourself more. Probably you will, but don't let that deter you. You are in that room because you deserve to be in that room. And yeah, I think that's what I would say. I don't know how much longer I have before I add on more context. I don't want time to just run out on me. So I don't know if the moderator is still there.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. Actually, we're having our next session at 3:15, I guess. Like
Mubashir, maybe you can just unmute and ask if you're able to.
Ma'am, I want to ask something that's also make me confused. And I want to ask you which skills are necessary to gain in the field of cybersecurity.
Sorry, what is unnecessary? I think I missed something there.
Ma'am, I say which skills are necessary in the field of cybersecurity.
Sorry, I think I'm not getting it. I don't know if it's my side. Are you able to write that in the chat? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I can dictate for you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is asking that what are the most basic or fundamental skills that a person should have to get into cybersecurity?
Oh, okay. The fundamental skills. Okay, now I've had, sorry, I think I was missing that word. The fundamental skills for you to get into cybersecurity generally. So so mostly when I'm helping people to get into cybersecurity, I'll place you in three main categories depending on your skill level. So one, you can be someone who has not been in tech completely. You don't have any tech prior experience. Two, you can be someone who has been in tech, but you want to move into cybersecurity. So maybe you've been a software engineer and you want to move into cybersecurity. That path is going to look different from the first one. Or you can be someone who is in cybersecurity in one side of it, and you want to transition into another area. So the fundamental skills will look different for these three people, but how I can put it generally is first, cybersecurity allows you to have transferable skills from the skills that you already have. Maybe if you've been in health, if you've been in finance, there's an entry for you. If you've never done tech before, I would say start with networking, understanding just how networking works. That will give you a solid understanding because it helps you understand just how everything is connected, because you can't protect something that you don't understand. So networking basics, IT basics, understanding, the just how the internet works. Basically, let me put it like that. But again, this depends on which of the three categories you're in. Because if you have prior tech experience, maybe from a different field, data science, or whatever field it is you have experience in, then or maybe even if you're a lawyer, I've seen people move from law into security. It allows you the skill that you have from where, the skills that you have accumulated over the years, you can there's a field for it in cybersecurity. I hope that answers it. I know I'm out of time, but I hope that helps. If it's not clear, please just feel free to reach out to me, even via LinkedIn. I would be happy to answer that in detail. But thank you so much for having me. I hope it's been an insightful session.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Truly, it was one of the best sessions which I have took so far. I can say that personally, it was one of the most amazing session, because I think that the way you explained your personal struggle, the whole path, and now the students, that we are on the same track, right? So we are on the same stage, we are struggling, we are into these things, that how to take that pressure thing, the rush thing, this work. So it truly matters a lot that you raised voice on this thing, and how the women and girls in tech are being surviving over here. So it was a very much great session from your side, a truly inspiring session, and I hope so the audience will also get.
Tarandeep Kaur Bhatia, I think she given you invitation from our conference behalf, and you will not believe, Professor, I was personally saying to Dr. Tarandeep that it will be great that if I will be connected with him, and suddenly I had a message from your side. It was a great thing for me, and I'm so happy, Professor. Here we are having Professor Wagar Abdullah from Azerbaijan. He will be hosting us over there in Azerbaijan. So I want that you should be connected as well a little bit, because I hope that we'll be together in that event over there. Yes, Professor.
Looking
Wagar.
forward.
Yeah. Professor Wagar is basically traveling. So if you can say a little bit about yourself or something like that, please.
Yes, of course. Good evening, and I am very grateful to join this conference, and this event, Girls in Cybersecurity, again shows that the future of cybersecurity is becoming more popular, more innovative, and it is very, very good that women also very, very interested doing their research in this specialty. And
Great.
Thank you.
this event,
Great.
also yes, this event giving us new motivations, new connections, and goals. And thank you for presenting
Sure,
you
Professor.
so yes, so deeply. make these presentations, and was very I was very happy to
Thank you so
see
much,
this.
Professor Wagar Abdullah. You was with
Yes,
us at
I
the
am
end.
now, sorry, Dr. Ina. I am now in Uzbekistan. Since I on the way, that's why. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine, Professor. Basically, Professor Wagar is basically from Azerbaijan, and he is right now in Uzbekistan because, like, we will be having the conference in Azerbaijan as well, and also in so that's why he's having job over there as well in the two countries and something like that. So that's why, Professor, I'm going to give you a good news because we'll be having accommodation in Baku because of Professor Wagar. So
Thank
you so much about that. So
I
don't
also
worry.
other participants. I also invite them to attend our conferences with you in June in Baku and in Tashkent.
Yes, Professor. He will be with us, inshallah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to visit Baku in June, Professor Bogar.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Thank
I
you.
am waiting.
That's
Thank you.
great. That's
Thank
great.
you.
That's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Great. Really, I'm so much honored to have these big professors on this big stage of Girls in Cybersecurity. I'm really honored. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the audience. Thanks to the Pro Vice Chancellor from India, and a special thanks to Professor Wagar Abdullah. Thanks for giving us your precious time because you are traveling as well. Really, thank you so much. And special thanks to the organizers because, like, they did a lot of work today, really, and their energy was phenomenal. And really, I was getting messages from around the world. People were saying me that you are having an incredible team, and really, I personally want to thank all of you. Really, thank you so much. And special thanks to both of the professors who both was with us right now. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. Hope to see you both over there in Baku, inshallah.
Sure. Looking forward, and my words of appreciation to your team as well. They were
Thank you
really
so much.
tireless, and they organized it very seamlessly. In fact, Hunaina was following me like anything. Seamlessly she was dropping messages and all these things. Then when I was off coming out from flight, and I was having messages with her and so on and so forth. Thank you.
It would be useful to you. So again, my name is Lentine Hakai. I'm from Kenya. I am currently a Hack the Box Kenya ambassador. I am also a CTF player and challenge creator with Kenya's top CTF team called Perfect Truths. So from my understanding, majority of the people in today's session are new to cybersecurity, or is there anyone who has some experience in cybersec? So you can't see the chat. Okay, I can't quite see the chat. It's okay. If you have any questions during the entire time, yeah.
Sorry for the interruption. If you can, I can share your slides through my screen.
No, that's okay. I'll just join with another device.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. So if you have any questions the entire time that I'm doing this, kindly drop them in chats and I'll answer them at the end, or you're free to interrupt me at any point if you wish. So the topic I've chosen today is on breaking into cybersecurity. I can see there's someone who's raised their hand. Okay. So the topic I've chosen today is on breaking into cybersecurity in the age of AI. I'm so sure at this point, so many of us have seen how so many different AI models, especially Claude Anthropic and Claude AI, are rising, and there's so much talk on will this replace me? Is it really worth it to pursue a career in tech or cybersec, to be specific, if an AI will just come take my job in the next few years? So yeah, we can get started on it. So first, I wanted to start with an overview of, in as much as AI, there's still a lot of opportunity in this space to pursue a career in cybersecurity. Currently, though these numbers may be subject to correction, as at now, there's about 4.8 million unfulfilled cybersecurity jobs for different issues. Okay, because of different things. One of them would be budgeting in terms of companies. The economy is not doing very well in so many areas, so many countries. So you find companies are not really ready to start employing cybersecurity professionals, even though it is very necessary. Other reasons why organizations are choosing not to do this is for, as you say, in my country, there's a lot of connection-based jobs. It's not purely merit-based. It's my friend has this opportunity, I'll give this to my cousin type of things. And some of them is because there's a skills gap generally in the industry, especially with AI. It's so easy for someone to go tell AI to solve a box or do something for them that they don't really understand. And then when they are taken to the real world and given real systems to interact with, people tend to hesitate. Also in Pakistan, there is a good, I believe most of you are from there. There is an opportunity for the cyber market. It keeps on growing each and every day, especially in the financial industry and also in healthcare. These are two industries that really have a very high need of cybersecurity being implemented. If you compare it against them, AI is replacing those who do not use it. Let me say that. It was created to help us be more efficient, faster in our tasks, automate certain tasks that are repetitive. Something, e.g., for example, in cybersecurity, there's a career path called being a SOC analyst, SOC analyst, where your work on an everyday to day basis is to analyze alerts. So imagine if I wake up today, I've clocked in and I have 200 alerts to view. That's a lot of work, and it would honestly get tiring and draining for me. So if I had AI at that moment, it would help me filter out, okay, what can I prioritize and look at now? What can I look at later on, or what is not really that dangerous? But in as much as AI is also doing this, it's also creating different jobs, in different industries. E.g., can be an AI threat hunter, an AI security security architect. There's also, I've seen someone in chat has dropped something like prompt engineering, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I've seen something like that. Yeah, so it's also creating a lot of new jobs that people are not really focusing on. People are just focused on it will replace me, and not really looking at all the different opportunities that it can open us up for you. Yes, Mohammed, you can ask a question. Do you want to unmute or you drop it in chat? What ethical risks exist in AI? What ethical risks exist in AI-powered cybersecurity? Ethical risks. Okay, let me think about that before I answer. For me, I'd say there's no limit to what companies are letting people do or upload to it. Let me give an example. I work at a company and I'm in GLC, for example. You know, Claude is being used by so many people all at once. And I just want to use it because I've been told I need to develop 2 policies by 1 p.m. And I'm tired and I don't have time to do this. So I simply go upload a couple of company documents and tell it, you know what, I need you to take this information, draft for me 2 policies because I'm on a deadline. I'm on a tight schedule and I need to do this. So people are not really being considerate with the type of information that they're putting online. They just want to be faster, more efficient without really being considerate, if I can call it that. So one of the things people are trying to do is put up AI governance. Also, if you look at it from a teaming standpoint, if I have Claude Mythos, for example, and I can use it to hack anyone. I don't even have to understand how to do it. I just need to be a very good prompt engineer on it. What's really stopping me from, or even Linux, using the Kali Linux OS, can be challenging at the start. If you go to a platform like Hack the Box Academy, they have a very long module on Linux. It took me, 2 weeks to finish it. It took me a while to finish it. So AI helps me break this down easily or faster. If I'm struggling with a topic, I can just tell it, okay, I don't understand this. Can you break it down to me like I explained to a 9-year-old, for example? Simplify it for me. So in a way, I don't really have to do so much research into it. It makes it easier it does the research for me and breaks it down for me to understand easily. How it also hurts is because entry-level jobs are reducing. Certain tasks that would be done by someone who's starting out are being eradicated because companies are looking at it and being like, okay, AI can simply come and do this for me. Why do I have to go ahead and do interviews and pay someone when I can just pay $200 to Claude and it will do this for me easily? So I'd say that's a way it's hurting beginners because they'd have to put so much effort to climb up the ranks and land a job or even showcase their skills. Yeah. Does that answer your question, Bashir? At least for me, I think I understand it that way. Okay, yeah, sure. You can ask your question. Just type it in chat. As I'm waiting for you to type that, I'll keep proceeding. Okay, so with the rise of AI, there's 2 things that are reshaping the entire tech space. Number 1 is agentic AI, and the other is vibe coding. So let me just finish this, then I'll answer your question. So we're moving away from the old method of using AI, e.g. how ChatGPT was last year but one. You simply give it a prompt. You have to prompt it to do something for you, something like that. Ask a question, it answers, as I've said in the slides. With new AI or agentic AI, how it's happening, it's almost like a person. You tell it, this is what I want to achieve, and it does the research. If it encounters any issues or trying to implement something, does more research. How do I fix it? Fixes it without needing you to come in, okay, and tell it, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. It's almost completely autonomous. So that's one thing that's on the rise. I believe when you go on LinkedIn, look at other people's blogs, if you're in any forums, you'll notice people are creating agents to do different tasks, automate different tasks. I can even go sleep and wake up and I'll find a fully developed mobile application installed on my phone ready to use. And there's also the use of vibe coding a lot by software developers. The only problem with vibe coding
rates, the employee retention rates in that organization. Because believe me, if I'm getting an offer in an organization or I'm interviewing with an organization, I first of all go to look them up to see what people are saying, what the past employees are saying. Okay, so what the past employees says, if they're saying, oh, they will overwhelm you, they will do this, they will do that, that's already instilling a kind of fear to me to say, okay, watch out for this. Okay, and also training effectiveness. Sometimes you to be honest, this is the people's department. This is their job to do. By the time they roll out, surveys to see how employees are doing, what could be the reason why you made an error, a fatal error, what's the problem? Okay, so I think that answers your question. Thank you very much. So if there are any other questions, I'll be glad to answer. If none, I think I'll be pulling the curtain at this point. Thank you.
Okay. I guess we're having no more questions. Thank you once again, ma'am. It was great having you with us. It's our great pleasure to have you with us today, and thank you very much for taking your precious time for us and to giving us such an insightful and valuable sessions and to answer such a good question for us. So it was very, very great meeting with you, and looking forward to many more these kind of sessions with you so that we can be inspired more from you and these kind of informative things. Thank you very much once again. You are again on mute, ma'am.
I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm always trying to be, not to distract. I'm just used to not distracting people when they are speaking. Don't mind me.
No worries at all. No worries at all.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Tarandeep Kaur Bhatia, I think she given you invitation from our conference behalf, and you will not believe, Professor, I was personally saying to Dr. Tarandeep that it will be great that if I will be connected with him, and suddenly I had a message from your side. It was a great thing for me, and I'm so happy, Professor. Here we are having Professor Wagar Abdullah from Azerbaijan. He will be hosting us over there in Azerbaijan. So I want that you should be connected as well a little bit, because I hope that we'll be together in that event over there. Yes, Professor.
Looking
Wagar.
forward.
Yeah. Professor Wagar is basically traveling. So if you can say a little bit about yourself or something like that, please.
Yes, of course. Good evening, and I am very grateful to join this conference, and these 7 girls in cybersecurity again shows that the future of cybersecurity is becoming more popular, more innovative, and it is very, very good that women also very, very interested doing their research in this specialty. And
Great.
Thank you.
This event, also yes, this event giving us new motivations, new connections, and goals. And thank you for presenting
Sure,
you
Professor.
so so deeply these presentations, and was very I was very happy to
Thank you so much, Professor Wagar Abdullah. You was with us at the end.
Sorry, Dr. Enough. I am now in Uzbekistan. Since I on the way. That's why. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine, Professor. Basically, Professor Wagar is basically from Azerbaijan, and He is right now in Uzbekistan because like we will be having the conference in Azerbaijan as well, and also in so that's why he's having job over there as well in the two countries and something like that. So that's why, Professor, I'm going to give you a good news because we'll be having accommodation in Baku because of Professor Wagar. So
Thank you so much.
about that. So
I also, our participants, I also invite them to attend our conferences with you in June in Baku and in Tashkent.
Yes, Professor. He will be with us, inshallah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to visit Baku in June, Professor Bogar.
Yeah.
Yes, very good, very good. I am waiting.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Great. Really, I'm so much honored to have these big professors on this big stage of Girls in Cybersecurity. I'm really honored. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the audience. Thanks to the Pro Vice Chancellor from India, and a special thanks to Professor Wagar Abdullah. Thanks for giving us your precious time because you are traveling as well. Really, thank you so much. And special thanks to the organizers because like they did a lot of work today, really, and their energy was phenomenal. And really, I was getting messages from around the world. People were saying me that you are having an incredible team. And really, I personally want to thank all of you. Really, thank you so much. And special thanks to both of the professors who both was with us right now. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. Hope to see you both over there in Baku, inshallah.
Sure. Looking forward, and my words of appreciation to your team as well. They were really tireless, and they organized it very seamlessly. In fact, Hunaina was following me like anything. I mean, seamlessly she was dropping messages and all these things. Then when I was off coming out from flight, and I was having messages with her and so on and so forth. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
So, yes.
Okay, I got him because like you sended me his details and I got him. How are you, Professor? Yeah. Professor, I know you guys are traveling and I'm so honored to got the point, Professor. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, take care and good night from Pakistan, India, from Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, from many countries. Take care to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.